there was this huge hope somehow, maybe then a change is coming super fast.
Even when we had these huge strikes with hundreds of thousands of people in different cities, the politics didn't change.
What are you going to do if they don't respond?
When we say we need system change, in the Fridays for Future movement, that doesn't necessarily mean how we transform, how we produce stuff. A lot of people tend to believe that policy changes are really important. Actually they are really important, but that's not where actual power is. We really need to change how we produce stuff and how we organize our economy, and that's, I think, is the system change that we need.
So today we are joined by Yamamoto Ken. He is a climate justice organizer from Japan and also one of the members of the Climate Justice Project in Japan. Before we start, my name is Elias König, and the interview that you're listening to is part of a whole series of interviews I conducted for a research project at Institute for Advanced Sustainability Studies. In these interviews, I ask many amazing activists and researchers from different communities what it means for them to strike for climate justice and to share their thoughts on the future of the movement. I learned so much from these conversations, and I hope that they can be valuable to you too. If you have any thoughts, please do not hesitate to comment here or to get in touch directly. But now, without further ado, here's the episode.
I'm Kentaro Yamamoto. I'm 25 years old. I'm based in Tokyo, but I'm I live in a suburb of Tokyo. So it's not a kind of Tokyo you could imagine. So it's just a nice suburban neighborhood. And I'm an organizer of the Climate Justice Project, which is a part of Fridays for Future Japan. And so my group is trying to organize young people who are interested in not only on climate issues, but also on labor rights, gender justice, anything. And in this project, so mostly we are currently working on the issue of the Matoraburi coal-fired power project, which is financed by Japan International Cooperation Agency, which is part of the Japanese government, and carried out by Japanese corporations such as Sumitomo Corporation. So the project is to construct coal power plants in Bangladesh. But as you know, Bangladesh has been experiencing a lot of floods and negative effects of climate change. But the Japanese government and Japanese corporations are in the name of development, they are creating this huge coal power plant in Bangladesh. So we are together with Bangladeshi activists and also other activists across the world. We are trying to stop this project.
Thank you so much for introducing your work. And I'm curious, how did you get involved with climate justice issues in the first place? How did you start caring about these sort of things?
So before I joined Fridays for Future movement, I was involved in a labor movement here in Japan, and I'm still an active union member. So I was studying with other activists about various social issues like labor issues or a feminism or LGBTQ or racism or whole different things. And one of the things I learned, there was the issue of environmental destruction across Asia, and about Japanese corporations destroying like environment and like violent human rights across Asia, mostly, you know, like so-called developing countries. And so yeah, Japanese corporations oftentimes like they carry out you know, mega projects in across like in other like country in Asia, and they say it's like it's for the sake of, you know, development, or like it is international cooperation project. But yeah, in reality, you know, like huge trading corporations and like just big business like carries out this like this kind of projects across Asia, and they just build like mega dams and factories, ports, or they just cut down trees to produce like lumber, and then evict local people there. So I learned about that kind of that kind of issue. So I wanted, that made me want to like join the climate justice movement. But in Japan, climate change is not really like a talk like a well, I mean like so in Japan, climate change is not framed as the issue of human rights or like a labor rights, or like you know, as something happening in the, you know, global south. In Japan, it's more like the issue of like a temperature rise, or like you will not be able to like have like this lifestyle in the future. We are all in this together. Yeah, we should work together to like stop climate change, that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's like there's no like a aspect of like a, you know, like a human rights violations done by, you know, corporations in the global south. So I wanted to change that. I wanted to change the way climate change is framed in Japan. So I joined Fridays for Future Japan, and together with other activists, I created the climate justice project.
Great. And since you're coming from the labor movement, I'm also wondering how you think about this term of the climate strike. Because of course, in choosing this term, the movement alludes to other struggles, like in the labor movement, who have chosen the strike as one of the prominent forms of action. And so I'm curious about the case of Japan. Did you choose at all this term climate strike? And was there any debate about it, or did the usual activism more like look like very conventional demonstrations?
Well, like in Japan, we didn't have a lot of like a lot of how can I say, we don't have a lot of like social movements right now. So many activists are kind of afraid of using the term strike, because that kind of sounds like a I don't know, kind of extreme or radical, I guess. But I mean, like, younger people are like demanding like you know like more radical change. So we we just use the term climate strike. And also the climate strike, you know, it's not the same thing as the like a workers strike. So and so actually the first time we organized, I mean, as the climate justice movement, the first time we organized or like a strike, we actually joined labor strike, the workers. So there is a union of workers who are putting like cans and bottles of like you know, beverages into like vending machines, yeah, because like here in Japan, there are a lot of like vending machines. Yeah, like if you walk down the street, yeah, you can just find one or two or more, And yeah, we have like a vending machine. I think we have the biggest number of vending machine in the world, I think. So, but like it produces a lot of waste, and like you are like forced to buy like plastic bottles and like cans and a lot of stuff, and then the machines they just consume a lot of energy, and we just don't need like so many vending machines, and workers who are putting like beverages into those machines, they are like working really like a long shifts, because those like corporations put so many vending machines that like there's too much competition. So by creating more and more machines and lowering the wages of workers, they are profiting, and at the same time they're like destroying the environment. Yeah. So the workers went on strike to demand to like to reduce the number of vending machines, and because they want shorter working hours. Yeah. And what else did they demand? Yeah, they also demanded the industry to basically do more stuff about like reducing waste and like stuff. So and here like well, I think everywhere a lot of people say like we need to change the way we consume like stuff. So like we need to be a like an ethical consumer, that kind of stuff. And that kind of hides the aspect of production, because like basically like it's saying like consumers only consumers can like make change. But where the actual power rises, the world of production. So so the point we wanted to show in that strike is to like if we want to transform how we if we want to like stop climate change, we need to transform how we like produce stuff, not just like how we consume stuff. So that's why we held a strike action together. And so
And that first strike action, was that in the context of the 2019 strike wave, or did that happen at a different point in time?
I think it was 2020.
Okay.
So already the corona pandemic has started.
Right. And how do you think has the movement developed since these first strikes? And what kind of conversations have you had since?
So well, first many like some of the activists who are in like a Fridays for Future Japan movement were not like interested in like this kind of like labor issues or other social issues. But like as we have done like actions like like the the solidarity action with workers, we've been like receiving very like positive responses within the movement. And also
So one direction has been to organize more strikes together with workers' movements and other social movements. What other kinds of debates have been happening? I guess with COVID, a lot of it might have moved online, or did you try out different forms of action?
Yeah, so the COVID station, yeah, it's like, yeah, a lot of people thought the COVID station was really like it was preventing a lot of like activists to take action. But yeah, of course, it's difficult to like mobilize a lot of people. But at the same time, the Fridays for Future movement has been like a kind of very like a focused on like focusing on mobilizing a lot of people. But actually the strength of the movement is not like, it's not just the number. We need to organize like those who really want to fight for climate justice. So it was kind of difficult to like hold an action outside, because we had like debates within the movement whether to like carry out like a take action on the street or not. But like but the COVID situation kind of created a lot of like it created situation where a lot of young people are kind of detached from like their schools. So they wanted to do something more like useful, just like not just going to like a school and like go so they wanted to start something like a useful, and a lot of like students joined our movement. So yeah it was difficult to hold an action on the street, but we just as a small number of people, we just gathered and we just tried to organize those new people who are entering the movement. So I saw the situation positively, actually.
Right. And you also mentioned in the beginning that you held an action in solidarity with activists in Bangladesh who were fighting the construction of a coal power plant by a Japanese corporation with Japanese money. So maybe you could tell us a bit more about this kind of international cooperation. How did it come about, and what were your kind of methods that you were using in this particular campaign?
So the other thing we are doing as the project is to stop the Matarabali coal-fired project. Because here in Japan, a lot of people don't think not necessarily think climate justice in terms of like justice in the global south. So we wanted to change that. So we're so I guess I should like share like kind of chronologically what happened. So so like in the last year, I think it was the summer or the beginning of the fall. So Bangladeshi activists had like they contacted us I guess it was on Twitter. So they contacted us on Twitter, and they told us about this project going on in Bangladesh, displacing a lot of people already, and we need to stop this project, kind of thing. And then we realized that we should stop this project, and we started like organizing the climate strike. So I think it was so last year we had climate strikes twice. So one in September and October. So the climate justice project framed these strikes as the well, we held strikes, the 2 strikes, specifically to stop the Matarbury coal-fired power project, and I think it was also and last year, the Fridays for Future MAPA was demanding they're still demanding, but to transform the Fridays for Future movement, because it's very Eurocentric, or it's very centered to the global north. So they've been demanding that for long. So we wanted to join that because we also thought the climate justice movement has been becoming a kind of more centered in the global north, but the actual struggle is happening in the global south. So we held 2 strikes, and we went to the Sumitomo headquarters and Japan International Cooperation main office in Tokyo, and also my fellow activists in Sendai went to the Sumitomo office and the JICA office. So we basically demanded them to stop the project, and in person, and they then I think so that was the first time we held strike in the on the issue of the Matarbury coal-fired power plant. And the beginning of this year, we launched a campaign to actual campaign to stop this Matarbury coal-fired power project, together with Fridays for Future Bangladesh members, and also other NGOs have been very cooperative. They really supported us. And so we launched a petition. So the reason why we launched the petition was just to here in Japan, launching a petition is it's a big thing. So so it's a it is a good means to raise awareness in general here. So we opened the petition, and we held an online symposium to talk about the issues of the Japanese corporations carrying out destructive projects across Asia. So there are activists from Bangladesh joined the symposium. Also, Mitzi from the Philippines, she also joined the symposium. So we talked about the issue of environmental destruction done by Japanese corporations, and that symposium was reported on. It was reported on. I think it was on Reuters. So so the issue has gotten kind of attention on the media, and we also we tried to gather we kind of tried to gather supporters among the the intellectuals, and also a kind of famous people. So actually Noam Chomsky supported our campaign.
Nice.
Also Saito Kohei-san also supported our campaign. And so we tried to form this coalition of different intellectuals, and also young people, and also NGOs. So we tried to create this front to to put more pressure on the Sumitomo and JICA, and I think it was the end of February. Sumitomo announced that they wouldn't join the second phase of the project. So, and I think 2 months ago, the Japanese government officially announced that they wouldn't finance the second phase project. So we won that. But at the same time, we still have the first phase, which is already under construction. So already a lot of money is poured into. So we are facing a harder struggle, and we should stop that project, like the first phase. Too.
Great. Congratulations on that success, at least partial success. So I'm curious how you assess in general the movement's sort of effectiveness, because of course we had the first climate strike, I think almost 4 years ago in September 2018, and ever since we have been, of course, not seeing the kind of numbers, like in terms of atmospheric, emissions and so on, that would indicate that the world is moving towards, a world that is compatible with the Paris Agreement. But at the same time, I mean, the movement achieved a lot in terms of mobilizing people and raising awareness. So how do you assess that? How do you explain that? And how do you think the movement should learn from these kinds of experiences moving forward?
So the climate justice movement got really like immediate attention, and got a lot like mobilized a lot of people at first, but now here in like I think it's happening everywhere in the world, but the climate justice movement has not been like successful in terms of mobilizing a lot of people. But actually, I mean, so we are now facing like a big challenge. We need to transform how we organize this movement. So like I said, the so like I said, I'm in part of of the labor movement also. So we need to move more onto the the issue of like production, because it's good to have a lot of people involved in the movement, and then mass mobilizing, it's a good thing, but it's not necessarily like a how can I say, it's not necessarily a strength of our movement. We need to really focus on the on like a taking like a how can I say, like we actually really need to focus on like where the actual power is, like which is the production, because because you cannot run society without like producing, and and everything comes from production, and we need to transform the like how we produce stuff, and that is like something climate justice movements really need to like learn from like labor movements, and we really need to like work together with labor movements, because they have the power to transform the society, the economy, and the coronavirus pandemic just like made it clear that like the capitalist growth cannot like sustain, and like even basic human needs and stuff, and we are going to have like more and more like pandemics in the future, and we are going to have a lot of like lot of crises. So yeah, we really need to, you know, like a change, transform the way we produce stuff, because you know, when we say like it's kind of weird, but like when we say like we need system change, in the Fridays for Future movement, that doesn't necessarily mean like how we transform, like how we how we produce stuff. Like a lot of people tend to like believe that like policy changes are really important. Actually they are really important, but that's not where like actual power is. We really need to change how we produce stuff and how we organize our economy, and that's, I think, is the the system change that we need. So we really need to work with labor movements, and we start like organizing like a younger activists who really like who are really willing to like work with workers. And
Great. More cooperation with the labor movement and actions together. I think that would almost be a great way to end the interview. But I do want to ask you, for you personally, and maybe for the movement in Japan, what's next? What are some upcoming struggles that you're maybe working on besides still the Matabari campaign? Is there anything to look forward to in the coming months or even years?
So that's kind of I don't know. Well, so so here in Japan, the biggest challenge we are facing right now is like even though, you know, the like living conditions are getting really like bad, and like people are getting poorer and poorer, and you know, and also like racism and nationalism are really like on rise. So we don't necessarily have like a like a strong movements here. So but like a younger people, like young people really like want some like a, you know, like a want something different than, you know, what we have in the current Japanese society. But like they're like we cannot see like a alternative. So so a lot of people just go to school, and they just like get jobs, but like they are not satisfied with this situation, but they don't know like what to do, because there's like not a, you know, not a lot of like social movements. So we really want to change that situation, and we really we need to make ourselves more visible. Also like we want to like show, you know, alternative like visions to like those young people who are not really like satisfied with the current situation, but like full of energy to like you know, to like to do new new things. So so basically we really need to organize. We just need to organize.
Organize. Okay, thank you so much, Kentaro-san, for joining, and it was great talking to you. And thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Feel free to check out the other episodes as well, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are.